Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I've got a story for you that sounds almost too crazy to believe America's most famous statue. The Statue of Liberty was once shipped across the ocean in, get this, 350 separate pieces, packed carefully into 214 wooden crates. It's the ultimate real-life put-it-together-yourself kit, decades before IKEA. But why did France do this? How did they even pull it off? And what happened when Lady Liberty finally landed in New York? Let's travel back to the wild 19th century and find out, so why did France give the US this colossal gift? It goes back to 1865. After the Civil War, French scholar Edouard de la Boulaye had the idea to commemorate the end of American slavery and celebrate liberty itself, hoping the monument would not only honor America's freedom, but also inspire democracy in France, which was still ruled by a monarch at the time. La Boulaye teamed up with a bold sculptor named Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi. Together, they dreamed up liberty enlightening the world, a statue that would become a symbol of hope, freedom, and friendship between nations. The plan? France would pay for building the statue, and America would provide the site and construct. The pedestal on Bedloe's Island in New York Harbor, now called Liberty Island. The building of Lady Liberty itself? That started in Paris. Construction kicked off in the 1870s, with Bartholdi designing the outside and Gustave Eiffel, the same genius who'd later make the Eiffel Tower, engineering the internal iron framework. And this thing was big. The copper sheets for the skin were hammered by craftsmen into shape, using more than 300 coin-thin copper panels. Bartholdi had his own mother pose for the statue's iconic face. Even the arm holding the torch and the head took a road trip. They were displayed at huge expos in Philadelphia and Paris to rally donations. Now here's where it gets wild. Once finished, the statue stood nearly as tall as a 15-story building. The only way to get it across the Atlantic? Take it apart. Bartholdi and his team disassembled the whole thing into 350 numbered sections. Imagine unscrewing the face, the arm, even the toes. All these pieces were carefully packed into 214 wooden crates for the trip. The copper sheets alone accounted for about 300 of those pieces. The giant iron frame made up the rest. The ship carrying all this precious cargo was the French warship Isère. It set out from France in May 1885, carrying the hopes and dreams of millions in those crates. The voyage from France to America wasn't easy. Reports say that New Yorkers anxiously awaited Lady Liberty's arrival. They even started construction on her pedestal before she landed. After almost 2 months at sea, the Isère reached New York Harbor on June 17, 1885. 200,000 New Yorkers lined the docks to watch. Imagine the excitement as crate after crate was unloaded onto Bedloe's Island. Now came the hardest part, putting the world's biggest puzzle together. The base or pedestal, funded by American donations. After a massive campaign led by Joseph Pulitzer's newspaper, was still being finished. When it was ready, the iron skeleton, built by Eiffel, was reassembled, and then the workers, many of them recent immigrants, carefully fitted each copper panel back into place. With no room for scaffolding, workers dangled from ropes, hundreds of feet above the ground, riveting and aligning every curve and seam. There were setbacks too, accidents, weather, and the sheer difficulty of the job. But finally, after months of effort, Lady Liberty stood tall in New York Harbor, a symbol of welcome to immigrants arriving by the thousands. On October 28, 1886, President Grover Cleveland officially dedicated the Statue of Liberty in front of cheering crowds. New York City even had its very first ticker tape parade to celebrate pieces of ticker tape. Rained down as the statue was unveiled. From that day on, Lady Liberty has stood as a beacon, welcoming the tired, poor, huddled masses yearning to breathe free. As Emma Lazarus's poem at her base says, what started as a dream at a dinner table in France became the most celebrated symbol of hope, democracy, and friendship in the world, all thanks to courage, cooperation, and a little ingenuity in shipping. So, next time you see the Statue of Liberty, remember, she's not just a beautiful face. She's a marvel of engineering, a story of nations working together, and a 350-piece puzzle sent clear across the Atlantic. Like and subscribe for more amazing stories. And let us know what's the coolest monument you've ever seen in person. Stay curious and see you in the next episode.